S. Sharma. He joined Director and Head PMU UAS in Quality Council of India. Coming from a background in electronics and communications engineering, he is MBA in finance. With over 2 decades of diverse experience in third-party certification, total quality management, lean management, international cyber laws, skill training, etc. Mr. Sharma is a qualified lead assessor for various management systems. He oversaw the world's largest personal credentializing program for the Indian Air Force and Asia's first accredited certification for the National Accreditation Board for Education and Training. Mr. Sharma is in charge of various conformity assessment schemes and programs at QCI such as UAS, the Cybersecurity Framework for Critical Information Infrastructure, and others. Today, Mr. Sharma will discuss quality interventions to enhance competitiveness. So, delegates, let's welcome Mr. Sharma.
Thank you, Gopal Krishna sir, for inviting me for this session. And first of all, I would like to say that we are nowadays talking a lot of, I would say, interventions about Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India movement, Vocal for Local movement. And our Prime Minister has a vision that shortly we have to become a 5 trillion economy. And we are moving into the right direction with the efforts of our Honorable PM. At the same time, there are a lot of interventions in terms of technological changes and advancement, as we see that Industry 4 is quite implemented in certain countries. Now it's getting popular in India as well. So we have to understand that while we are moving in the right direction with respect to all those technological interventions, we have to see that we have to attain the speed as well as scale, whether it's a product or service. And when I see this heavy engineering and machine tool sector, I suppose those are the most critical parameters where we have to work. At the same time, we can attain the sustainability of our industry if we include or integrate latest quality principles and interventions with Industry 4. So if we can integrate Industry 4 requirement with the quality related interventions up to the current contextual requirement, then definitely we can attain our results. Now a question comes, why quality is essential? So we have to understand that in my entire career, I'm facing this challenge that still there is a myth or wrong perception across the sectors that attaining good quality of products is a costly affair. But factually that is not correct. A result of independent surveys conducted worldwide shows that average cost of achieving good quality is approximate 5 to 10% of total revenue, which includes expenditures on design and development of systems, processes, technological interventions, training of employees, testing, measurement, internal audits, reviews, inspections, calibration cost, audits, and overall implementation of quality assurance and quality control system. On the other hand, if we consider the cost for poor quality, it may go up to 20 to 35% of total revenue, and sometime more than that, which includes non-conforming products, rejection, rework, scrap, downtime, price reduction, complaints, litigations, returns, warranty claims, liability claims, and overall dent to the credibility and brand image in the market. So conclusively, we can say that cost to attain good quality is always less than cost to poor quality. Now, quality can be attained in product, processes, or services through effective and efficient management of 6 M's. I will discuss 6 M's in my later slide. But one thing we have to understand that when we talk about quality related current practices, we have seen that quality is also evolving from time to time. Earlier, the concept was related to whatever you write, you have to document. Whatever is being documented, you have to perform. So the approach was related to customer satisfaction. Then there was a separate approach related to customer delight. Now, what we are talking, wow factor. Ye dil mange more. So we have to ensure that whatever the current need of the customer, whether those are stated requirements or implied requirements, both need to be integrated in our product design as well as in our production flow. So if we can do that, then I suppose we can create a holistic system with respect to the optimization of all the resources. And once we optimize all the resources, then we can attain our goals with respect to speed, scale, quality, and sustainability. Now, when I say quality, the current concepts are changing and evolving. Earlier we were talking on system-based approach, process-based approach, or there may be some other TQM models were there. Nowadays, we are talking about risk-based approach or risk-based thinking. It means whatever we are doing into our production floor in designing of the system, designing of our production process or our procurement process or quality process, we have to do a proper risk assessment. And if in this slide I can tell you that if we can integrate this quality management concept of current requirement with respect to this digital requirements of industry 4, then definitely what we can achieve enhanced traceability through digitization. For example, if we are using blockchain technology. So if blockchain technology is being used to process warranty claims, then definitely there will be a transparent system, there is an efficient system, and the cycle time will be reduced drastically. So what we can say that if we can leverage those technological interventions, whether it's a robotics, whether it's a artificial intelligence, whether those are electronic sensors, or augmented reality, all those technological interventions, if properly used with quality related concepts, then we can create a system where we can achieve a proper environment where our products can be made. Those are not only in terms of cost, those are effective in nature, but those can be made of better quality. So in this slide, I can show you that this PDCA concept is the backbone of any business excellence model. Whether we talk about quality management system, whether we talk about TQM, whether we talk about Malcolm Baldrige model. So all those models are based on PDCA cycle. So while I was interacting with a lot of manufacturers at shop floor, we have seen that if this PDCA cycle can be implemented in a structured way, I suppose most of the requirements with respect to man, machine, material, method, measurement, and mother environment can be managed in a more effective way. And once we define our processes and systems in a manufacturing environment, we have to ensure that we have to define smarter objectives for all the processes. And when I say smarter, it means specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound, evolving, and reviewable. So if we define all the processes with specific objectives, whether it's a production process, whether it's a purchase process, whether it's a quality assurance process, quality control process, if we define those objectives in a smarter way, so our efficiency and effectiveness of our systems and processes will definitely increase. Now, I talked about these 6 M's. These 6 M's are very, very important and critical for any production or design system. And if we can manage these 6 M's in an effective way, for example, when we talk about man, it talks about competence. So competence means trainings on our shop floor workers is a very, very important requirement. Then capacity building of those staffs which are trained on those certain production floors, that is also a very important requirement. Measurement, whatever the tools and instruments we are using for measurement purpose, is there any portal or dashboards are being used for monthly reporting. So all those systems, processes, tools, and means we can cover into the 6 M's. And out of the 6 M's, these 5 M's, man, machine, material, method, measurement, are related to our internal context. But we have to understand, always there is a possibility, there may be external factors. For example, in the COVID, what we have seen, if there are certain pandemic, then we have to align our processes accordingly, because our controls are very, very limited. We can control our internal processes, but it would be very, very difficult to control our external processes. So what I mean to say that once we identify those processes, we have to see that there are certain manual interventions. When we talk about customer focus, okay, yes, there is a manual intervention. When we talk about leadership, this is a skill which is required in all the shop floor people. At the same time, engagement of people. These 7 principles, wherever manual interventions are required, I have highlighted in a different color, and where certain technological interventions can be given as an input, so that this man and machine integration can be demonstrated in a better way. And if we can integrate man and machine in such a way that we can produce more effective outputs in terms of our product or services, then I suppose we can attain our objectives. Now, there is a saying that quality is never an accident, it's always the result of intelligent effort. So at this forum, I understand that I have got a limited time. So whenever we are moving in the direction of robotics, calibration requirements, or any other technological requirements which are implemented at shop floor, we have to ensure that those need to be implemented with proper and adequate quality related concepts. And if we can do that, then I'm sure that our these startups which we have seen in India, that each and every month or week there are new startups are coming, then those startups can become unicorns in terms of their performance and in terms of their achievement. So if we can adopt those concepts, I suppose that goal can be achieved. So this is all about from my side as far as quality related interventions are concerned in this manufacturing and design processes. And I will be happy to take questions. Thank you.